If it's echoey, I had to because there's a concert at the back. So I'm in a different room, which is a non-traditional room. And it's one-off. So we're just going to work with it. But the psychic downloads I was getting is, it's almost like at the moment, psychically, I'm picking that the Twin Flame Collective, one thing I picked was white noise. And it was almost this analogy of a headache, a situation that you're trying to directly get through. And it can be very challenging. But it is a spiritual test. There's sort of like this spiritual test, and it's almost like you feel that you directly are hitting your head against a wall. You know, you're trying to move through a situation. It can be some adversity that, hi Eddie, that, you know, you're directly going through at the moment. So, yeah, look beyond the immediate appearance. It appears to be there's something here that's hidden. I was picking up a lot of jealousy and a little bit of the green eye. I don't necessarily think it's coming from divine masculine. I don't. I feel it's external, but it could be projected directly towards the feminine and the masculine. So if you find I'm in a different room at the minute, it's because there's a concert at the back. So we're working with it. Yes, okay, so look beyond the immediate appearance. You've got to be really careful about who you trust at the moment, especially moving into the energy of Scorpio. This is one of those weeks at the moment that it's, how do I put it? It's plateauing, but it's going to get to the point, it's going to peak and it can get intense. So you've got to be really disconcerting about who you're trusting at the moment and, you know, who you're surrounding yourself with. There is a lot of projection. And, you know, the intimate partner with the sacral chakra is coming through. I kind of feel as though there is acceptance, but it's almost like both parties are either in hermit mode, both parties are really wanting to get away together. But at the same time, there's something to do with, you know, this cause of both parties being separated in some shape or form at the moment. And it, like I said, it does feel a little bit of juju. There's a bit of juju here. I'm trying to pick who these, it feels individuals. I'm hearing the term individuals. I do think it'll be a good time, especially moving into the new moon, of you're really taking a very strong view of who's observing you. You know, especially both Giggle and I here and there have been having like third eye activation with the headaches. And a lot of times we can jump to the conclusion that it is the divine masculine. But if somebody is surrounding that individual or even having the evil eye on them, you're channeling their direct energy and you have to be careful what you let in. So just really be mindful of how you're tuning in. And when you do, as I've always mentioned, try and, you know, smudge stick your crown chakra or have a shower, wash your hair, and use crystals at the moment. I'll probably use tourmaline and amethyst, because it does appear to be that the masculines at the moment are going through a spiritual challenge and you're channeling that energy. But I do feel it's almost like they don't know who this person is. How do I put it? Yeah, because it's not your energy. It's the masculines. It's something going on the masculine side at the moment that is, it's preparing you. And this can cause a lot of ascension. So this can be nausea. This can be, purgatory experiences. But I don't feel it's yours, feminines. I feel it's coming from the opposite party's side. Some of you are almost feeling as though, yes, you do want to be around them, but at the same time, it's almost like there's this draw in, but then this kind of, okay, this isn't the right time. Something's amiss. Something's not quite there yet. But I'm getting the gist. It is because of an energy that is being ejected or projecting directly towards this individual. And again, I'm hearing the term evil eye. Let's see. Yeah, there is. Okay, so moving into the month of September. The top energy coming through, ironically enough, because we do have Mars in Libra. We're going to have, Venus in Libra is going to shift. We've got the Justice card. This is almost where we are moving towards a balance of give and take. And some of us might not want to rock the boat. Others, it can be almost the energies surrounding you at the moment are projecting a lot towards you and really causing you a little bit of angst. It's almost like the energy is trying to keep you super busy while masculine is going through their transformative state. Hi, Ange. There is this extremity. Now, what you've got to understand is this is something from the past coming back that is circling them. But you need to be disconcerting not to allow it to come in and interfere in the connection. Now, it's not that you can do anything about that, but you can say and have that demeanor that, hey, this, this is really where I stand. Whatever you do, love and light, that's up to you. But I feel, don't think that this is about you. Don't think that the issues right now are about you. The agitation, the demeanor, how their energy is coming through on the 5D and the 4D. It's very much due to an experience that they are surrounding themselves with at the moment. And sometimes that can be a psychological situation. So it doesn't have to be that 3D person, the karmic, is there. But it can be going through a soul healing of acceptance and trying to understand, what that all meant. But again, when we go through that, which is very similar to hermit mode, with the dark night of the soul, it's almost like you're reliving it. And that's why we say with the demons that we have, when we face them in the shadow effect, how do I put it, is that it is effectively like you are reliving it over and over again. Yeah, don't take, however they're projecting towards you at the moment, it's not about you. Okay. And, again, as I mentioned to the members on Wednesday, what did come through when I had the channeling the week prior was twin number 1. I kept seeing it everywhere. And I was like, what does this mean? Okay, so it may be one is needing to do something. And I do feel that it's almost like you can feel quite alone. And there is in the justice, the other thing that was coming through, and it sounds really, this is nothing I usually say. It was the imbalances between the masculine and the feminine, and that was in society. So it sort of felt like maybe there was projection, maybe there was expectations coming from family. This is what your role should be. This is how you should be. So the sexism element was coming through. It's quite bizarre in a terminology kind of analogy. But I do feel feminine is going through that. And it's almost like, in one breath, we're embodying that masculine energy within our own realm. But in the other, it's sort of like we don't want to have to do that all the time. So there can be a feeling of the give and take imbalance. There can be a feeling of potentially maybe the other party not understanding. So in one breath, you're super successfully doing it, even though it's really, really challenging and it's a spiritual test. But at the same time, it's bringing up old residue energy of, hey, what does it mean to have a person in your life? What does it mean to have the give and take in a connection? Where was that? Was that ever there with any party? And I really feel the feminine has integrated a great deal to the point where it's almost like it's impossible not to have that now. Hi, Diva. Yeah, it's impossible not to have that now. It's sort of to the point where, you have integrated that masculine attribute inside of you, but you're also now freeing the divine feminine inside of you. And you're understanding that, yes, you can do both, but you do require the other party to do such. But at times your masculine has been an override. So it's, dealing, operating, protecting, caring, nurturing. And this can be people, places, and things. And so, it's almost this fear that because you've changed and you've integrated both the masculine and the feminine, some of us aren't really wanting to have the masculine energy coming through in our lives very dominantly. That, it can be warrior princess mode where we have the warrior princess mode up and we're protecting ourselves, but quite physically exhausted by such. Now, I do feel there may have been a misunderstanding. I'm guided to pull the chakra cards. I'm feeling as though the misunderstanding has caused a little bit of conflict at the moment, and it's crosswise in communication, okay? So something in a sense of the actions, the words, it might have been a reflection of the past, but for some of you, I really do feel it's the current state of where it stands. especially with their awakening. It's a little bit like, okay, are we protected? Is this ascending? Is this the, you know, the hope and dream? But I do feel there's been crosswise, especially for those of you maybe that got information. But it's not the intent. That's what I'm hearing. The intent, it hasn't come through with the characteristic of it was supposed to. Do you understand what I'm saying? Misunderstanding. Hey, T Garnet. Okay, so throat chakra in reverse between masculine and feminine. Some of you are really feeling as though there's a block in the road, and it doesn't exactly have to be the masculine. I'm actually thinking it's circumstances, and so it's impacting it. So I also feel there could be there's a question here to do with child. That's for some of you, not all of you. And yeah, yes, it could be to do with childhood, but I feel it's a question to do with the child. Or childhood. I'm hearing both. I think the masculine is understanding that this is about the past and something in their life isn't working. This can be to do with their money and finances. They may have been dating. I'm going to pull 3 cards. They might have been dating a karmic that had children, or it could be theirs. 3 cards, please, for the karmic energy. But again, it feels like, again, the scales. The scales are coming up for judgment. The scales are coming up for balance. And so the questioning has been, I don't understand. You know, it's almost like the divine feminine doesn't understand. Because information has been hidden. But the masculine is tired of this old cycle as well. They just don't know how to articulate it, so it's lost in translation. For some, this isn't their child. For some, there's a question to do with this. There could be, you know, something to do with finances. But there has been a misunderstanding to do with childhood, their childhood. Sort of like they've attracted a karmic that is like a father or a mother energy in their life, and not, you know, it's not necessarily that the family members are karmic. It's that we take a role in that, you know, when we are younger, and then as we grow and we awaken, we transform. But we can initially take it quite personal when we are going through the dark night of the soul. I can see that whoever this person or people is that they're kind of cycling out in their life, it's causing a lot of conflict. You know, they're like, look, that's in the past, bang, it comes back. And especially during Mercury retrograde, it's funny that we have the Justice card of the crowning energy. And, you know, I really said to giggle this morning, it's all set to pop off, and it's really coming extremely soon. This person that they're dealing with is very driven by finances. And it can be they're trying to protect their, you know, something that they joined in with. It feels an entanglement, but I feel they're getting themselves out of it because I don't think they care at this point. I'll just be perfectly honest. I think they're just like, have the money. Have it. Whatever. You can have it. Whatever. Yeah, because there's no happiness here. The conflict, it's almost like, what's the fight worth? Fighting over nothing. You know, white noise, because I kept hearing white noise. Okay, this finances, please. What is this to do with the karmic cycle and divine masculine, please? I do think they're at the tail end of it. It has been affecting their health. It could be that they were dealing with a person that was unstable. I can't speak now. Throat chakra. Okay, this could be a family member. Again, they're top priority, and I do feel that these individuals are aware that divine masculine wants to reconcile with you, but there's a person that's unwell, and it's taken a toll. And they've made the karmic groups aware. It's like, no ifs and buts about it. This is where I'm going. Oh, that's where I'm going. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm going over there. That's really where they're at. Yeah, the throat chakra has been going on and off, but it is the masculine side. It's things that they're trying to articulate, and it's the blockages, the spiritual tests on both sides. So if you find that you're having blockages at the moment, keep moving through it. Trust the process. Take it as backbone experience, because I kind of feel as we're moving that way, it's actually helping the masculines do such as well. And it's like almost like dust yourself off, pick yourself up, keep going. Because I feel this is recharging the connection, and use the sacral chakra at the moment to do the things you need to do. I remember saying that to my masculine the other day. There is a joining here. They have 100% told the karmics that this is where they're going. I don't care what you're doing. I am going to reconcile with my twin. I do feel for some of them, the thing that's irritating them is that they're away at the moment. Some of them are working very hard. Some of them are working long hours or shifts or something like that. But they're working on it. They're grinding to the bone. They're grinding to the bone to make it, come through. They're looking out to the distance like the old me is dead and gone. I'm moving on up and forward. They've had enough. It's almost like they're looking to the future like, oh, okay, At one point, I do feel they were doing very similar to the feminines. Oh, maybe in the next lifetime. Now they're realising, no, they can't wait that long. They're sort of like, sod that. I'm not staying here. Hades don't look so great right about now. And the sacral chakra energy, it's really on fire at the minute. The Trinity energy is coming through. Look, I do feel that, okay, these karmic cycles at the moment, there's a lot of jealousy, and this come through in the members hub. It was almost as if on the feminine side, the evil eye was really projected towards feminine for doing something. I don't know what you did, but it could be a post you put up, it might be the employment you're in, somebody's watching you, somebody's shady at you. And they're projecting the third eye. But, the horrible thing is, and this is what they don't get, what you give out is what you get back. So it's never long-term, if you know what I mean. And it kind of feels as though for some of you, this karmic knows about you. For some of you, this karmic is really peaked because even though you weren't there, it still went to Hades. Because you didn't have a part in it. It was sort of like, okay, well, you had your boat. It went as far as it could. But now it's aggressive. Now it's a little bit messy and ugly, and it's caused conflict for the group. I'm hearing group. Yeah, because the demeanor is almost coming through from the karmic cycle that you stole, that you took what was their God-given right. Yeah. I do feel the masculines are actually dealing with this karmic cycle at the moment. They're closing out, and I feel this is going to be done by the new moon in Virgo. Okay? This can be inheritances. This could be a person that have been unwell that passed. God rest their soul, if that's such. And this can even just be an anniversary. It doesn't have to be that this is a fresh energy coming through. But for some, I'm physically seeing a family. So again, because I do the collective energy, there is a pocket group coming through here that there is a question to do with the child. On another level, it could be sickness, unwellness, misunderstandings, and a separate energy external. There's also a storyline coming through here that there is a family, and that family could be mother, father, brother, sister, or it could have been a karmic that they had a connection with, family. So there's three stories coming through at the minute. And yes, I do see paternity, because I do see that the information that's hidden at the moment is going to come out, and there is a question to do with the legitimacy of this child, which is going to affect them, because it does appear, I'm going to ask about money, because especially when there's entanglement of finances, I kind of feel this will go very poor on the karmic side. This can even be, again, the judgment energies here. Imprisonment, for shady deals. Okay, what is this to do with the legitimacy and the finances, please? I'm just pulling the cards. I'm telling you what I can see here. If you could only guess where I am. Okay. I'm being shown that it was while a separation occurred. This occurred. This could have been while this person was away. Yep. During a breakup. Yeah, and through revenge as well. Okay, what's going to happen to this individual, please, with these situations? What's happening to this individual due to such? What's going to happen? Oh, hard to get out. They don't want to show us. Too many. I'll go again. Okay, what happens to the karmic relating to child or children? Yeah, hi Emma. It's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. This could be, okay, is this a request? Is this a document? I'm going to pull a chakra card in a minute. I want to know. I don't really care though. You know what I mean. It's coming out. Okay? It's coming out. This could be a direct test. This could be information that somebody gives. Happy birthday. We talked yesterday. True Hearts Garden's amazing. She should be into horticulture and garden design. Oh, it's so set in that garden. It's amazing. Okay, what's happening with this situation? Please, the chakra card for this individual relating to this situation. No fixing it. Too late now. I'm telling you, it's near the new moon. Chiron at the moment in a transit. Oh, thanks, sweet. Chiron at the moment is in Aries and it's retrograde. Now, in the transits, we're going to be having a new moon in Virgo, and Virgo at the moment is higher heart chakra. It's Chiron energy. So at the moment, this is giving me two clues about when this is coming through. One, we had the card of Virgo, and this is twice now. It's directly said. The new moon in Virgo, again, Virgo relates to, again, medicine. You can't make this up. Okay, how is this directly going to change masculine's life? They won't forgive them. Okay. Interesting. Okay. How is masculine seeing divine feminine? Well, they're letting you be. They don't own you. They have this freedom within it. They also know that all of this situation has caused instability. And again, we do need to move beyond the past, but these things do come up. They're dreaming about you. They're astro traveling. It's almost okay. Now that their foundation wasn't so good and that karmic cycle is moving, it's giving them every motivation to want to be with you. They don't feel very stable around you at the moment, but that is because, like I said, there is a lot of other emotional situations coming up. I can see an anniversary. I can see maybe a family-related dynamic. I can see something to do with children and finances. Forgiveness is not going to come for that individual. I feel for some, the masculine already knows. They already did know. So it is what it is, sort of thing. But this is giving them every inch of hay added to that haystack, is giving them every motivation to move forward to something that is more stable, more dreamlike, wanting to communicate with you. On the 3D, I do feel this is almost, you're going to have ascension symptoms and then, you know, get direct movement. But this is very soon. This feels extremely soon. Yeah, we've got the Trinity energy here. They don't care what they're going to do between now and next year. As far as they're concerned, they're going to live the dream. They are not going to wait any longer. Okay, 3 cards for what to be wary of. What do we need to be aware of, please, for the Twin Flame Collective? And I'll be live on Wednesdays, 3 times a month. I'm in the Members Hub. I can't believe I moved and I was actually still able to come live. I honour my contracts. Okay. Whew. It's here. It's here. Get ready. It's coming. Okay. All I can say is, feminine, be on guard. Be disconcerting. You're not going to put up with shite. Okay. Also, the devil, I don't think this is the masculine. Okay. I think this is a cycle. It's the devil in the detail. I feel there's something in the detail coming up that's coming out, and it's to do with the karmic. Okay? Where you're at, you're feeling it. You're like, I feel goo-goo. Okay? White light yourself. You can open your hands and you can push the energy back. And besides, you know, whatever they're putting out, it directly goes back to them. So they're really foolish. But I do feel this karma is catching up. And again, like I said, Mercury's going retrograde. This is anything to do with love. This is like a Venus retrograde. Contracts, finding justice, lies coming out, deceit coming out. Once we have the transit where we have the energy of Scorpio, this is it coming to an end and ahead. Any questions? Any questions, my beautifuls, while I'm here? No joke. I had the office set up and I just couldn't go in there, which I quite like it in here anyway. I quite like it in here, you know, it's not too bad. I'm feeling the vibe. It's not exactly the most perfect location, but I had to be wary because the noise out in the office was coming from a function that is going on 3 doors down. And I couldn't not come to you live, so be wary, be prepared. I do feel you're going to get communication. I also feel you're going to start feeling the energy. And I wouldn't be surprised if information comes out about this situation. Masculine's very focused on feminines at the moment. I don't think you have a worry about that. I don't feel that you're the issue. You're not the issue, okay? I don't have any spare change this week. Oh, sweet. I'll answer one free question. I'll pull you a card. I'll pull you a card out of love. TF is going to be 25 miles from me this weekend. I feel them very closely, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're popping in. You want to laugh, Emma? Money. Tune out of it at the moment, Dale, because it's almost like I do feel at the minute, you know, the justice energy and the liberate energy coming through is going to give us ways how to. But fine, you know, if you had been, funny thing is it's values and it's finances. You're feeling quite emotionally taxed, but it is going to come back. Abundance is coming your way. How funny. That's okay. Okay, let's get on to the super chats. Anything you need to know? Well, Giggle, I told you you're going to have communication. I think they got something to tell you. Let me pull a card. Oh, I feel like they got something to tell you. Yes, we each have our path. Okay, one for Giggle, please. What does she need to know relating to her interesting divine masculine? Yeah, something's coming to an end. Something's coming to an end. But I kind of get the feeling they're pulling something down. Oh, thanks, sweet. You're a gem. I am going to actually do days I do come live for super chats as well. I have to settle in though. Okay, so I've kind of got the feeling that is there an anniversary of someone passing on their side? I don't feel it's a physical, you know. I get anniversary more, but I also feel as though there's something that they're pulling down and ending. But I also get something to do with close to an anniversary. You're going to get contact. Your side, their side. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, it's anniversary something, but it's they don't like being away. I get this gist you're going to have 3 times. I'll leave it at that. I get a gist you're going to have 3 phone calls. 3 contacts, 3 movements, 3. They're showing me 3. Okay, Leo Nix. What do we need to know about yours? I think there's more than meets the eye. I think there's something that they haven't told you at the moment. I don't think it's bad. I think it's complicated. There's a complicated situation. They're very unmotivated. They're very down and depressed at the minute. Everything's falling. Again, I'm not getting that it's about you. But they are going to have that get up and go. Yeah, there's something that's gone down. I do feel they had an argument with somebody. I feel it was an ex. This might have been the mother of the children, you know what I mean? But this feels like an argument, but this is going to get them a bit revved up and ready to go. But not towards you, Del, okay? So I feel as though there's been something that went down. I do feel there's been a huge test at the minute with masculines creating healthy boundaries, and I think this is coming to a head where they are. So I do feel in the next week is where we're going to see a major shift. Definitely. But I already feel it's starting now, so it can look a little bit aggressive. Yeah, you're going to hear about it. They're going to talk to you, okay? But they might be talking funky. Don't take it personal, please. Research clue. Why do I feel they're close to you? I get this just that they're close to you at the minute. Yeah, there's regret. There's definitely regret, but something's going down. It feels as though, but it feels like they're close to you. They're close in proximity. Yeah. If they hadn't been living near you, I for some reason it feels they've either moved, but they feel close in proximity. If they know where you live, like it feels like they're close. That's how it's coming through to me. Yeah, something's gone down. Could have been movement. Could have been a move of house. Something feels that it's changed. So I mean, they're showing destination, location. There's definitely regret. There's regret, and I'm hearing over a conversation. Regret over a conversation. Why do they keep falling? I've got a crystal on the floor too. Yeah, well, I kind of get that. I think maybe because they're in the area, they're feeling as though, and this card jumped up upright out of all of them. The rest of them are, again, upside down. Let me find it. Yeah, it's almost like they're having the bravery to actually go through the demons and to be able to talk to you. But I just feel, you know, I keep seeing all the cards relating to a judgment coming up and a decision. They're trying to, it's like they've already accepted it, but they're really mean to themselves at the minute. They're very critical. That would be the word. They're critical towards themselves due to previous experiences in the past. But I just get this feeling if they're in the area, it's like they're really tempted to reach out and communicate. And it may be due to the fact that they are in the area, it's bringing the you know, subject back up again. Stella. Keep getting airways. Yeah, there's been the pinging again. I've been having Ascension symptoms. I've been having the nausea, you know, going on food, going off food. achy bones. But hey, I have moved. But it didn't feel it was to do with the move. It was a different ache. Fluid retention and then dropping down again. But the ringing of the ears had been there. Like a consistent humming, but then it's pitching. For some reason, I do feel at the minute the feminine's a very 3-day because you're having to do a lot. Okay, so Stella. Oof, I think your twin's a bit peeved. I think they're going to be a little bit more direct, but I think they're having conflict at the moment with the Karmic. I think they're really putting their foot down. And how would I say it? It's like, yeah. It's almost like they got the feeling, look, if you're not putting the energy in, what are we doing? I kind of get a gist they want to go somewhere without the Karmic. There's a bit of separation happening there. And it feels like, you know, if this Karmic is the type of person that makes plans, they could be going on 2 separate trips. But I just feel stroppiness. But it's very, you know, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. Again, I'm telling you, it's like the masculines are grabbing the bits and they're like, no, you ain't my mama. You're not my mama. Oh, goodness, man. Yeah, it's like they're taking their power back and they're like, that's a you issue. That's not a me issue. Because this had been given away. Yeah. Stella, they're really peeved at the moment with the Karmic. They're a bit over the control. They just cannot be bothered with the control. Dawn. It's getting worse, Dawn. I can feel the energy, the intensity. It's bad. It's bad. Whew. It's bad. There's chemistry. I'll use the political way to say it. There's chemistry. There's moodiness. And it's funny, no sooner do they lose their cool, pull a chakra card, are they thinking about you 100 times over. You know what I say to my twin? If we're fighting, you know where we should be. Yeah. Works every time. Yep. So it's basically the gist. And, you know, if your masculine is in a Karmic relationship and they're getting many, they ain't getting none, okay? And if they are, it's not good. You know why? Because they wouldn't be angry. Okay? They're going in a hermit mode, Dawn, but there ain't much there, okay? Sweet dreams, Chris. But the funny thing is, no sooner do they go, are they directly thinking about you? Okay. Who's the next person? Well, we know about your twin, Dawn. But there seems to be something to do with July. Because you're tuning away onto something else. Have we got Charles Giggle? Oh, well, they're sucking, okay? Look at the face. I'm hiding. They're at home. But it's dull. What it really is more to do with base chakra is all to do with home and safety. Safety to be able to be ourselves, the safety to be able to communicate and say how we feel. But it's weird. Like, no sooner is there a conflict, it's like they're really tired. They're not reacting themselves. They need a good sleep. They need a good sleep. But they're wanting to take their power back. They want some sense of movement and change, and that's where the conflict's coming from. It's going to settle down, Dawn. Just breathe. You can always inbox me, love. Heather. What did Heather ask? I'll pull a card. We'll see what comes. Heather, why is your energy so light? Are you really light at the moment? This energy is really light. A little bit panicky here and there. Still getting a lot of heart chakra at the minute. It's really light. Are you just like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? When you get to that. You're like, no drama, no white noise. Your aura is really good, doll. Shelley told me a joke about aura. I'll have to get her to tell it. Hey, lady, tell me something good. Yes, you do. The Hermit, I'm kind of getting... Heather, what's going on with Hermit energy? What's going on with the quietness? Because the quietness, I don't think it's a bad thing. But it might be the calm before the movement. And I feel if you've gone into this vibration of acceptance and releasing, and it's just like it's all too hard, I think that's where it's coming from. Okay? This is where movement will come from. That's okay, Dawn. The movement does feel, there could be a little bit of depression with this person. Is Heather in the house still? Because I've got a question about her father. Her father's coming through. I've got to find out what this crystal means. Again, it's base chakra. It's red. I think it's psychic protection, actually, because it's got a bit of tiger eye to it. Heather, paging Heather. Okay, Heather, I will say, if you do have another question after, I'll just give you a heads up. Something to do with the father's coming through. But I feel it's your side, doll. I don't know why this energy is coming through. It's either father or grandfather. And this person's around you. This doesn't have to be in the 3D. This could be they had ascended over, but if it is, it happened a while ago. It's not, it doesn't feel a current energy, but it's something to do with father coming through. I also get that you're twin. If this is twin coming through here, if there's a person here that is in hermit mode. I don't think it's you. If it is, again, you're going to know when movement's happening, but it's more to do with the quietness. When it goes quiet, that's when movement comes. That's what they're showing me. After the new moon in Virgo. There is healing here, though. But I feel no sooner are you moving into the acceptance is when the movement comes. Emmy doll. Let's see what's coming through for you, beautiful. Okay. Is there another photo that has been sent, miss? Emmy doll, what have you done? Have you sent another photo? Because this person's struggling to keep sane, struggling to not think about you. They're very tempted. I'll pull a chakra card. Well, it must be over that bloody photo that you sent previously, because they're trying. They're trying to behave. They can't understand why you're being so nice. Yeah, and when they don't hear from you, they're like... They're trying not to misbehave, but it's not like it's affecting them. Do social media posts? Yes, it can. Yes, social media posts do count. They are watching, but they're acting like there's what are they showing me? Misbehave according to what? You're tempting them, woman. They're trying not to think about you, but what they've seen, it's too late. They can't erase it from their mind. And so they're struggling to not say anything, but they can't stop thinking. They're trying to stop thinking about you. They're trying to get that picture out of their head, but they can't do it. Okay? That's where they're at. They also feel spiritually a little bit like they've got a split personality at the moment, but that's because they're going through ascension. It's not that they do. 1 minute they're feeling very cool and collected. The next minute they're feeling very, you know, overwhelmed and to pushed to extremities, but it's this, it's like it's not making sense to them. These override of emotions that are coming through are not making sense. It's scaring them. But they feel psychically tuned into you. So if you're getting really tired, it's because they're tuning into you quite a bit, especially if you're getting the third eye headaches. Yeah. Oh, got to be good. Got to be good. Was there anyone else who had a super chat question? But yeah, good luck with that. Did Heather come back, did she? No. Any last questions? Last bell. All caught up. Anyone else before I love you and leave you? I will be back next Friday. If I am going to come to you guys live, I'll give you a heads up. I've got one more video to do for the Twin Flame by Element. And I'll throw it through to the members. And then we'll have them released. And hopefully in the next few weeks I can get organised, because I have just moved. The house is almost there, which is great. I've got to finish setting up the office. And I can walk on the floor there. There's no boxes. Yes. There's even drawers, you know, things and everything away. Love and light, guys. If you need a booking, the schedule is now open. Yes, we have internet, so we're ready to go if you need a private booking. But it will fill up fast because it had been closed for a week. Talk to you soon.